Okay, good morning, YouTube. This is Travels with Dave, the good, the bad, and the Skoolie. And this morning I've been concentrating on getting all the metal pieces off around the corners and the edges, and then up to this point where you can see that there's still stripping there, and then on this side. But I've gotten to here, and I decided I would take a break on that and try to pull up some of this rubber matting, this linoleum stuff. And I started right here, and I was able to pull it all the way up to about right here. It came up pretty darn good, and then you have this big piece, but then you could just start tearing it. And this plywood does have some moisture on it, so you can tell that no matter how good it is, from all the screws in it and everything, you know, water splashing up into there over the years. I'm sure it gets wet, so it'll be interesting to see what the floor looks like once I get that plywood up. But I was going at it right here and decided that it was stupid to just keep going on that, because that's just on the wood and it doesn't matter that it's there anyway, so it was stupid to burn a bunch of energy just trying to get the whole thing up. I feel like if you leave some of the rubber on the plywood, as long as it's not overlapping your seams where the plywood meets the other piece of plywood, you're good to go. So you know, why waste energy if you don't need to? So anyway, you can see the glue, you can see where I tore it up, you see what this plywood looks like. And this bus was built in 1989, so it's pretty old, so I'm sure there's going to be some pretty good spots under there. And then of course you can see where the seats are, and these bolts where they were when you're grinding them. So those are going to have to be grinded down for sure once you take that plywood up again. But I'm going to try to see if I can hold the camera in my hand and hold it steady and just maybe try to pull up this middle strip from over here at the end and see if it comes up easy, which I think it might, or not. It's coming up easy from right here. Yeah, so there you go. So as a means of doing it without my gloves on, there you go. You can just tear that up. And I imagine these are probably 4x8 pieces of plywood. And then, you know, as you go along, you can use your chisels and crowbar to get it up, like so. Just takes a little bit of elbow grease. But preferably, I bet if I got the whole thing going, I could take the whole thing up. Anyway, I don't want to go on and on. I think you get the idea. The plan of stripping this off of there. I would recommend that people that are working on Skoolies, that they invest in a good set of knee pads. Being that I work in the healthcare profession, specifically physical therapy, I would recommend either the knee pads or getting a foam pad to put on under your knees when you're working on this, because boy, you'll do yourself in, and you know, your joints can't last forever. So it's nice to have the knee protection and knee pads, or a knee piece of foam down there for the padding and stuff. But anyway, you see the idea, and I thought I would just do a little tutorial on that as a means of documenting progress. And I'm gonna see if I can get this all pulled out, and then I'll resume taking the rest of the strips. But I'm trying to mix it up so I don't just get bored with one thing of taking all the screws out. But it's time consuming. You just have to, a little bit each time, take a rest, you know, go at it. So anyway, this is Dave, Travels with Dave, the good, the bad, and the Skoolie. Another tutorial just specifically on taking this rubber matting up, this linoleum stuff, and seeing what it looks like. I'm on my way to getting to where I can get this plywood out of here too. So I'm just, you know, hammering away at it. Anyway, signing off. I hope you enjoy, and if you enjoy my channel and my content and you learn anything from it, great. Subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications when I have updates, and I'd appreciate it. And if you think I can do something easier, I'll take your advice anytime. Anyway, Travels with Dave signing off. The good, the bad, and the Skoolie.